Hey Leadership Nation, Christopher Hart here with Transforming Lives Coaching and Consulting, bringing you another Lead Strong Leadership Development video. Coming to you live from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where we look to help leaders become stronger leaders, more influential, and thus more impactful in their own lives, their organizations, businesses, families, churches, etc. And so today we're bringing you a video on the state of your organization. And so before we jump into it, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like you just didn't want to go to work, leaders? Or you didn't want to go to your organization or the volunteer department that you run, whatever you're leading? Have you ever woken up and just feeling like, man, I really don't feel like doing this? And a lot of times when leaders experience that, it's not so much their own internal lack of desire, it's because they're going to an environment that is not conducive to feeling energized. And reason being is because of the state of the organization. If you look at your business on Monday morning and you're like, man, I don't mind doing what I do, I just don't feel like going to work. Why? Because the environment is just not an energized environment. Well, what's happening there is you have a poor state of your organization. And so what we look at is, how do we create a powerful state of our organization? I mean, you've heard everything from the State of the Company address or the State of the Union. The presidents do the State of the Union. Well, what they're telling you is the situation of the organization, the situation of the country, the situation of the company. Okay? And there's three elements that affect the states in which we live in. You see, we have a triad here that has three words. I'm going to explain them to you. But what I'm going to tell you here is each one of these three will affect the state either that you personally live in emotionally or your organization, company, family, etc. Okay? And so what this triad comes from originally is the state of our emotions, how we control our own emotional states. We are emotional beings. Logic makes us think, emotion makes us act. So what actually affects our emotions? These three elements of the triad. And what we realize is these three elements, even though they affect our emotions, they also affect the trajectory of our organization. So let's jump into it. We'll talk to you about it kind of on a parallel scale, which helps you understand how it's going to affect your personal emotions as well as your organization. So the first one, and you'll see here, it's foundational is focus, right? We've heard all the statements where people say, what you focus on becomes your reality. What you focus on expands. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Focus, focus, focus. If you're focusing on things of a poor nature, right? If you're more worried about, who killed Seth Rich and Hillary's emails and Russia and all that other stuff, your states are going to be negative states. Why? Because one, you can't control those things, but they're of a poor nature. But if you focus on things that are positive, right? Things that you can control, that you can take action on, that are going to bring positive energy to you or your organization, automatically you're changing your own emotional state or you're changing the state of your organization. So I'm going to give you an overview of each three of these and then we'll dig into them a little bit more. The second one is language, right? Real simple. Poor language, woe is me, I'm having a bad day. No, you had a bad moment that you're carrying around all day and all you're doing is just talking about it to everyone that you come across. Not only are you creating your own poor emotional state, but you're also doing that to other people. And the interesting part is most people that sit there and complain all day long, who do they complain to? Friends and family, basically people that they care about. You care so much about them that you're ruining their emotional state. Okay, so what language are you speaking each and every day, and what language are you speaking in your organization? The third one is physiology. All right, so if I come to you slumped over in these videos, or I'm sitting on a chair, that's a much different physiological posture than someone who's standing up. For you real estate agents out there, you hear this all the time. They tell you to stand up when you lead generate. Why? Because you displace a different energy. Law of conservation tells us energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transferred. What energy are you transferring in yourself to other people and in your organization. That comes through your physiology. So I want to give you a key word here, that your physiology is energy. Okay? What energy? Do you have a positive, upbeat energy in your environment, in your organization? Or when people come to work, is everybody sitting down all day? Hey man, how's it going? Good. Do you allow your people to settle for good? What's your expectation of people? Do you want to be around great people? Part of the reason why you don't feel energized when you go to work, or you don't want to go to work because of low energy, is because as leaders, we accept and allow people to live in states that are not conducive to where we want to be. If you want to be great, if you want to have a great organization, and you ask someone, you come into work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, you're like, hey man, how's it going? You're like, good. How can you have a great organization when people are living in good states? What energy can you control as a leader to take them from good to great? Are you having meetings where everyone's sitting down and it's taking 2 hours and people are starting to yawn? You got to create a positive, upbeat, great energy and keep people in a great physiology. So let's explore how we do these things in accordance with keeping a great state of our organization. Focus. What are you focusing on in your organization each and every day? Are you focusing on problems, negativity, or are you focusing on results? When you're driving to an organizational result, problems are going to show up. It's inevitable. Right? If you think you're going to create a 12-month plan or a 5-year plan or whatever, and that plan does not have you focusing on what happens that are problematic along the way, and when I say focus on it, meaning you understand they're going to show up, and here's how we're going to handle them. One thing we're not going to do is take our foot off the gas pedal of the results so we can sit there and meddle in the problems. We're going to power through them. We'll create a resource, or somebody will step up with a solution. We'll overcome it, and we'll continue to move forward. Right? In your sales meetings, in your weekly meetings, whatever types of meetings that you have, monthly meetings, are you focusing on all the problems? Are you focusing on problem people? Or are you focusing on the people that are getting you the results? Are you praising the people that are getting you the results? Or are you talking about the people that are problematic? Are you allowing the problematic people to exist in your organization? Or are you only allowing people that are of great nature, great energy, and want to be part of a great organization to exist in your organization? My question for you is, what are you focusing on? Most people come to work, I believe, with an intention that they want to do great. They come to work, and next thing they know, someone feeds them a problem. They think, oh shoot, I need to put that fire out. So they take off their business leader hat, they put on their firefighter hat, and they start fighting fires of problems, and then they wonder why. Like, why do I not like going to work? Because you have a poor focus that's affecting your state of your organization, which in turn is affecting your state of emotion. Okay? You as a leader get to choose and decide what the organization's going to focus on. That's what leaders do. They drive the focus of the organization. And understand, your focus is foundational, because what you focus on is going to expand. Focus on positivity, focus on results, and that's what's going to show up in your world. If your world is lackluster, if your organization is low energy, it's not hitting results, I promise you one thing. Go back and ask yourself, what are we focusing on? Okay. The next thing is language. What are you talking about in your sales meetings, in your meetings, in your daily meetings? What are you talking about with your people? Are you talking to them with a powerful, uplifting posture of language? Or are you focusing and talking about problems, low energy stuff, drama, things you can't control, things you don't even want to control? Right? Look, here's the thing. I don't want to control drama. I don't want to have to be in control of drama. I just get rid of it. Because I don't want to talk about it, and I don't want to focus on it. Why? Because I know it's going to affect my personal state. It's going to affect the state of my organization. It's going to affect the state of my family. If you're part of my world outside of business or in any environment, and you are low energy, negative, drag us down, you talk about it, you focus about it, I don't have time for you. Because I don't want it to affect my personal emotional state. I don't want it to affect my family, and I sure as heck don't want it to affect my business. Okay? So my question for you leaders is, what are you talking about each and every day? When your people want to talk about, lack of efficiency in your systems, are you turning around going, great, did we get our results yesterday? And if the answer is no, great. When you get your results, then we get to talk about something else. So earn your way to fixing the other issues by getting the results. Keep your people focused on results, talk about the activities that are going to lead to the results. Keep the focus of your language in the direction you want your organization to go. Same thing with your family. Keep the focus and the language of the direction you ultimately want to go with your family, with yourself, with your own emotions, on things that are going to take you there. The second you orient your focus somewhere else and you start talking about problems, that's what's going to manifest in your life and in your organization. And last but not least, physiology. What kind of energy? What kind of posture do you have in your organization? Leaders, remember something. We lead all these things. We lead the focus of our organization. We lead the things that we talk about. We lead the physiology. Do you sit there slumped down in your chair in the meeting hoping everybody else has enough energy to uplift you? Or do you show up energized? Are you the one that comes to the meeting and goes, all right guys, how are we all doing today? Good. Okay, great. As opposed to, hey guys, how are we all doing today? And someone goes, good. Good is not good enough in this organization. What's it going to take for you to be great today? Notice, focus, language, and physiology. You drive the tonalities. You drive the energy. And you drive the physiology of your people and the state. Are people excited to come to work because there's a great energy? Or do they just come to work with their briefcase, their bag, or whatever, and everyone's plopping down, sucking down Starbucks, Mocha Choca, lattes, whatever, because they're not energized. And in turn, you're going, man, I don't want to go to work. Well, if you're the leader and you don't even want to go to work, I can promise you this. It's one of these three elements or a combination thereof. See, here's what we know about this triad. Any shift in any one of these three will affect the state that you live in and the state of your organization. A simple shift in focus can change someone's world. A simple shift in the language someone is speaking can change their world. A simple shift in their physiology. If you have someone that's focusing on problems, there's no way they're going to come to you and be like, hey coach, hey leader, guess what? I got this problem. No, they're going to come to you slouch. Force them to stand up. Change their posture. If you see low energy in your meeting, come on, get up. Everybody stand up. Control that energy. Don't sit there and come to them monotone. Okay, what was your results this week? Oh, they were good. Okay, great. That's going to affect the state of your organization. It's going to affect how people leave. Are people walking out of engagements with you or meetings or trainings? Are they empowered? Do they feel energized? Do they want to go right after it? Or are they just like, yeah, that was a waste of time? Whichever one, I can directly tell you, is either from your focus, the language, or the physiology. Leaders, here's what I'm here to challenge you. What is it you need to do today to change the focus of your organization? What do you need to be talking about? What do you need to focus your language on each and every day that's going to drive the state of the organization, that's going to empower you, energize you, your people, and the results that you desire? And what type of physiological and energy posture do you need to possess as a leader? Do you need to be more confident? Do you need to be more energized? Do you need to talk about things that are more energetic? Or are you just going to hope that your people bring that every day? Because here's what I can tell you. Leaders, if you're not leading these three elements in your organization, someone else is. Because here's what I know. A leader will always show up. It's either going to be you or it's going to be your people. And if you're not excited about going to work every day, if your environments are not energizing you to go to work and give your damn best for what you're trying to accomplish with your vision, your mission, your goals, your priorities, your strategies, then I promise you one thing. You're not leading the state of your organization, your people are. And here's the thing. We'll turn around and say, oh, I need to get better people. Well, here's my belief system. Nobody but God gets to determine whether or not people are good, better, bad, or best. When you say I need better people or I need more talent, whatever, no, I believe everybody has potential. It's the leader failing to lead the state of the organization and the people. And if you believe someone's not a match for the role, if you choose to allow that person to exist in your organization, they're going to shift your physiology and that of other people. Because remember, one person that shifts one element, the language, the focus, or the physiology, can easily change the state of the organization. You as a leader can easily change the state of emotions in one person and the multitudes of your people by any one of these three. Look, if you have any questions on this information, feel free to reach out to me, Chris at transforminglivescoaching.com. Check out our website at transforminglivescoaching.com. We have a section for exclusive VIP content. It goes out every Saturday morning. A new email is going to go out tomorrow. It allows you an opportunity to continue your journey of learning and growing in peak performance and leadership and organizational development while you sit on your couch on Saturday morning, drink your coffee, and you just get to stew on some really good content that's not on our website, it's not on our Facebook Live, and it's not on our YouTube channel. So if you want to join the journey with us, go to our website, sign up for our exclusive VIP content, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and subscribe to our live videos. That way we can continue to coach you along the way of your journey to become a strong leader that's more influential and more impactful. Thank you for joining me today. Remember one thing, God loves you, so do I. Lead strong.